In this video, we are going over 3 unexpected signs that you're about to have a huge manifestation that's coming up next. Hi guys, this is HeartSpace. My name is Dave. If you're new here, where we create videos every single day to help you live life in your way. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we release. Now, I want to go over 3 signs, 3 things that are going to appear in your life if something big is coming your way. If you are experiencing one of these signs, or you're seeing it kind of appear quite often in your life, I want you to hit the like button when I mention the thing that applies to you. And I also want you to let me know which signs at the end of the video apply to you as well. So let's get into the very first one. So number 1 is you've been consistently planting seeds and watering them. And what I mean is obviously not in a physical way, but in the same way that in a physical way you would plant seeds and you would care for them and you would water them, that they would then grow and become healthy. You do that with your mind, you do that with your thoughts, and you do that with your manifestations. You see, your manifestations actually start at seed level in the form of a thought. Anything that you manifest in your life, anything that you bring about starts in the form of energy, in the form of thought. And if you continually have that thought, you are continuing to plant the seeds in your mind, in the universe, of the things you want. You are ignoring the weed type thoughts that are the opposite of what you want to manifest, or negative energy towards your seed. So think of it like this. When you have positive thoughts towards the thing you want to manifest, you're planting the seeds and watering the seeds. And like any seed, like any plant that grows, there is a gestation period. There's got to be a little bit of patience involved. You have to care for it. You have to nurture it. You have to allow it to grow. You have to allow it the space, the love in order for it to grow. But in the same way that if you don't water an actual seed, an actual plant, it's not getting the nutrition, the water, the stuff it needs, it won't grow. If you do that for the things you want to manifest, if you do that for the things you want in your life, they're not going to grow. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And so if you are constantly focused in a positive way on your manifestation, you see it as already done, you are only sending positive energy towards that thing, you are planting the seeds and then watering them, then by law it has to at some point appear in your life after the gestation period. It's inner to outer world. The outer world follows the inner world. And in the inner world, things happen pretty automatically. They happen pretty instantaneously. But there is a lag period, a gestation period between the inner and outer world. So it just takes a little more time for it to actually manifest in the outer world. But if you've been planting those seeds of the things that you want, and you've been watering them very consistently and daily, then it is a huge sign that a manifestation, a big one, is coming your way. And just stay the course. Keep doing that. Prevent the weed seeds from getting in, and keep planting the good, abundant seeds while also watering them. And I promise you that things will start to happen for you. Now, number 2 is a really fun one, and one I enjoy when it's happening in my life, and it's you are experiencing synchronicities in some form close to every single day. Now, a synchronicity is when you're seeing almost positive confirmation that these universal laws are working for you. Kind of almost eerie type things, like law of attraction-y type things, like you thought, you said you were going to manifest a certain little thing and then it happens. Or just all of these things are lining up back to back to back towards a manifestation of yours. Now, usually these happen on a small scale, but when you're seeing them happen a lot on a small scale, it means that something bigger is probably on its way. Because in order to have certain synchronicities line up one after another, you have to be on a certain frequency, and you have to be there pretty consistently. Because if you were going up and down on your frequency, your energy kept shifting, you wouldn't be getting consistent synchronicities towards the thing you want. So maybe, for example, you want to manifest a certain amount of money or financial independence or whatever, it is a certain lifestyle, and then you keep finding money on the ground. You keep finding these little bits of money just in this synchronistic way coming to you every single day. That might be a sign that a lot of money might be coming your way. Now, bless every type of synchronicity, every little bit that comes into your life, because to the universe, it doesn't work in the arena of small or big. It's all the same to the universe, which is why it's very likely a big manifestation, big in relation to you, you consider it big, is coming your way. So If you are getting all of these little synchronistic things happening, again, stay the course, keep planting those seeds, watering those seeds, keep the positive thoughts going, keep yourself in that good energy, because if you stay on the frequency you're on when you're getting all these good little positive confirmations, these little synchronicities, then that means you are going to continue on that wavelength, and more is just going to come in to from that wavelength. So just stay the course at that point, and let's get into the third sign. All right, guys, and the third sign is probably the most important one. Now, you need to be doing the other two for this third sign to even become available to you. But this is oftentimes the one that so many people miss, or they skip, or they actually start thinking that the law of attraction or universal laws are woo-woo because they forget about this step. This is the practical application of these laws. This is where you actually need to take some action. And the third sign that you are going to have a huge manifestation, that you're going to have a huge shift in your life, that your whole life is about to change in some way, in a way that you want, is you are actually walking through the doors the universe is opening up for you. You are actually taking inspired action when the opportunity presents itself. Because so many people will sit around and just think good feeling thoughts, and that's a great place to be. You know, I don't think that's a bad thing. A lot of people try and say, oh, well, you can't just do that. That's great. If you're in a good feeling most of the time, eventually I believe you will take inspired action at some point. But you have to understand that nothing in physical reality is going to change for the most part until you take the inspired action, until you walk through the door the universe is holding open to you. Because you can be on a certain frequency, and then the universe will go, oh, okay, you're on this certain frequency of maybe abundance. Let's open this door for this person. Let's bring this person that's going to help them into their life. Let's bring this situation about. But if you then don't do your part of the co-creative process and meet the universe halfway and step through the door, then you're not going to complete the cycle. You're not going to actually manifest things on that frequency. Sure, you'll be on there on an energetic level to a certain degree, but I also believe when you don't take the corresponding action, you are communicating energetically to the universe through non-action that you don't deserve the thing it's trying to give you. You know, so many times the universe will try and give us things almost in this effortless way, and we'll push them away because it almost seems too easy. Like, oh, it's this person just came into my life, or this big synchronicity came in, or maybe I'm even afraid of change. But if you keep denying the gifts the universe is giving to you as you're getting on the frequency of the things you want, you know, eventually it's going to stop giving you those opportunities. It's not going to argue with you. It's not going to try and convince you. It'll just go, oh, I guess they really don't want it, and then give it on to the next person. And so the important third step, guys, is to step through the doors of opportunity that the universe actually presents you with. And that is the third sign you actually are going to manifest big things. And this one, to me, is the most important, because when you're actually taking inspired action, and you're moving from your heart, and you're moving from a higher frequency and actually walking through the doors on that frequency that the universe is opening up for you, I mean, your life can shift in such a small amount of time. You know, again, these things don't need to take long. We're convinced that so many things need to take a certain amount of time. You need to pay your dues or whatever it is, and it's complete crap. You do not. You know, yes, things will happen in divine timing, but don't slow down the timing because you're not stepping through the doors that the universe is opening up for you. So the third sign that you're about to manifest something huge, that you're about to have a shift in your life, is you are actually starting to step through the doors that the opportunity or that the universe is giving you. You are actually starting to interact with the people that you can tell the universe is bringing to you. You are actually starting to take the action that is coming to you in inspired moments. All right, guys, that is 3 unexpected signs that you're about to have a huge manifestation. Again, like I said, make sure you hit that like button with the one that actually resonated for you, and put in the comments which signs apply to you. It could be none of them. It could be all 3. It could be one specific one. Maybe one resonates with you so, you know, the highest, like really strong. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. One resonates more than the others. Like maybe some resonate a little bit with you, but there's one you're like, oh, this one is totally applicable to my life. You know, let me know down in the comments. I'm really curious to know where you're coming from right now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I love you, and I will see you in the next video.